Biggest days for you, working-wise? What is it about Welford Road? What do you particularly remember about Welford Road games?
It's the atmosphere, particularly when the players first run out onto the pitch. It's those big European occasions, and it's the approachability and the friendliness of players and supporters and staff. Everybody is in it together. It was a nightmare. I came from a football background, and it was a nightmare when I did my first match day here. Jordan Murphy was asked to do some media on the pitch, and he went on the walk down through the terrace down there. He signed everything on the left-hand side as he went down, did his media, and then signed everything on the left-hand side as he walked back up again. And that was a real eye-opener coming from a football background.
Some big events and some big occasions match-wise here. Is any that particularly stick out in your mind?
Maybe if you were a little left field, I think it was the 1st of September 2005 when the mighty Northampton Saints came to town with their new signing Carlos Spencer, who of course was going to change the world for them. And at 5 o'clock we'd beat them 32-0. That always sticks in my mind. And a little bit earlier, 18th of December 2000, a game against Gloucester, we couldn't score a try for love nor money, and Stimo had kicked a few penalties, 8 penalties I think, and then right at the death, I think the books say it was in the 80th minute, but this is pre-timer days where the ref was the sole arbiter of time, and it must have been at least 90 minutes by the time the ref blew the whistle. Freddie went over in that far corner over there. Absolute raptures, and we beat Gloucester that day in a game we really shouldn't have won. They're the two that stick. There's been loads of others.
A memorable occasion for you was facing up to the Hacker when the Maori All Blacks came here. It's not many office staff can say that they actually faced up and faced down the Hacker.
No, I think that was by far one of my biggest highlights of Leicester Tigers, I think. At the time, before I started Tigers, I knew of the Hacker. You know, it's sort of known around the world. So being asked to film that prior to kick-off, I was super excited about it. And I remember a colleague of mine at the time also wanted to get involved. So I gave him the job of holding the microphone at the time. So we went onto the pitch, we did the filming, and I've never seen the ground so quiet whilst that was going on, and the biggest sort of cheer and roar sort of when it finished. And I remember coming off the pitch and just praying that I didn't fall over or trip over and, you know, drop the camera or anything. So, but yeah, luckily we got off.
Things that stick in the memory?
I loved the Stade Francais game when Lewis Deacon scored, and I know Deek's pretty well now, and the photos show, I think it's a wing chasing after him as Deek scores at that end, and then Dan Hipkiss scored a couple of minutes later. It's probably as close to the roof coming off that I can remember in this place, the noise that day.